Hello, Misfits, and welcome. We have a very different type of game for you today. Today we are playtesting Zombie Road RPG by Dragon Mount Press. We are fortunate enough to get our hands on the game just a little bit early, and we'll be playing through it and kind of taking in our experience on how the game runs and sharing it with you guys. So hopefully you will enjoy. Also, fair warning, in this game, you play as yourself, and you can play in a town that you're familiar with. And we chose, like, the town we kind of all met each other in and have connections to, which is Auburn and the Auburn University. So you're going to get a lot of really specific references to this Southern Alabama university. So, sorry about that in advance. Okay. War Eagle, absolutely.
War Eagle.
Let's get into this game.
Do we need to put a not affiliated with Auburn University disclaimer?
I'll think about it. I'm not using any, I'm not using their logo.
Mm-hmm. Or any of their official, advertising, anything.
Though many things and places are based off of real locations, there have been some adjustments made.
That's true.
It's all purely coincidental. Nothing is based on real life.
Right.
Well, this is like 2019 Auburn or whatever, right?
So, yeah, let's get into it.
Or like it. Yeah.
Actually, I will, I'll get into it in this opening intro, actually. So, we open on the city of Auburn, Alabama. It's fall 2025, almost exactly 10 years after G-Day, Game Day. The beginning of the end for Auburn and life as we knew it. It was a brutal day for everyone around the world, but it was especially tough for southern college towns that weren't on their bye week. All those football fans, all those tailgaters. It gives you shivers just thinking about the sheer number of lives lost that day. You all have made it okay so far. You managed to scrounge up enough to split a tiny trailer with your friends in the outer slums of the Willow Creek quarantine zone. But any governed zone is going to have quite the laundry list of drawbacks. Rampant crime, crippling drug addictions, violence. Sure, there are no zombies here. But that's kind of the only positive to the Oak Society in charge of Willow Creek. It isn't exactly making any moves to improve conditions, and that's what makes this new development so tempting. You received a note claiming to be from a hopeful, someone from outside Willow Creek. They say they have a mission for you guys that could change everything. Maybe even save the world. You are to meet them in the tornado shelter behind the green trailer at the end of Golden Eagle Pass. What do you do?
I mean,
Is there any identifying information on the note?
Yeah.
ooh, like an insignia or something?
There is... I will say that it's signed by a friend, and there's a paw print drawn in the corner.
Guys, we can get fucking recruited by Obby.
I was
That's what
gonna
it
say,
Is this fucking Obby?
Who knew that Obby would be our savior at the end of times?
The next generation of Obby's friends.
and I guess we make preparations to go.
I'm picking up my sledgehammer just in case.
Yeah, same. I'll get my music stand. It's a bit still holds its shape. I made sure to get a good one from Goodwin Hall. Because sometimes there's a wide variety of music stands and shapes and sizes there and conditions, but I made sure to get a good one. But at this point, there's just some crusted blood on it or something. I get that.
I love it. I love it.
It still says like AU music on there or whatever.
So you answer the call. All right. You follow the notes instructions and head over to Golden Eagle Pass and spot the trailer at the end of the road. Yeah, and sure enough, behind the trailer there is a storm shelter. Do you go down in it?
Yeah.
Can I like listen, see if there's like if I can hear anything
Yes.
out in it?
Make an observation roll.
Okay.
And
this is just
I'd say you
1d6?
could add a d6, and I would add observation, and you can add brain to that as well, if you have any brains.
This is just gonna be a straight roll.
Perfect.
That's a 5.
A 5. A 5 is normally you have to suffer some sort of disadvantage for that to be a success.
Oh dear.
So it's I'll say you in your efforts to hear what might be going on in this storm shelter, you definitely trip and roll your ankle. So you take an injury, but you can tell that it sounds like 2 people are inside. You can just hear them sort of talking.
Okay. Luckily, you're
I
injured.
like look back at
Changes.
the party and just like motion like 2 people.
Do you go down?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Down to go down.
You go
Are there-
down.
Well,
Oh.
are there any other people around, or is this kind of
We'll say it's night. So
Okay.
there's nobody else around.
okay?
You go down, and the second you go down, you spot these 2 individuals. Very handsome African American man. He's in slacks. It looks like he's wearing honestly like sort of like an armored or maybe bulletproof vest, but over which is a orange blazer. And then a very well put together girl, hair up in a ponytail, blonde hair, and she's holding a gun. But as you guys walk in, she nods at the man in the blazer, and she goes outside and seems to just stand watch outside the storm shelter. And the man sort of reaches his hand out to you. You got my note. Nice to meet you. My name's Sully.
Nice
So,
to meet you, Sully. I'm Benji.
Nice to meet you. And he'll get all of your names. Sorry for all the cloak and dagger, but this was extremely important that I meet with you. I guess first I should let you guys know, though it may be obvious, I am in fact a plainsman, and I need you to be very, very careful with this information that you've met me. I bring you news from the hopefuls from across town, the friends of Abi, and I have a very important mission for all of you. We believe there's a means of creating a cure, an antidote to this zombie infection. And we believe somebody in this room is immune to the virus. Now, I'm not here to out you. I'm not here to dredge up your secrets, but you are crucial to creating this antidote. I need you to make it out of this quarantine zone and get to the Friends of Abi. They can meet you at Ross Hall. I need you to get there, but you're gonna need to make a pit stop along the way. I need you to stop by the Raptor Center. And here, I'll give you some information. He gives you a couple of maps, and he also gives you a walkie-talkie. I'm gonna move you guys over to a different page. And this is kind of be your sort of message board of sorts. So you should have a map. And
Yes.
yeah, and this is a map of town. You guys are at Willow Creek right now, and it's showing you where the, you can move all of this stuff around if you want to, so don't feel like you have to, but you can.
Accident.
Look,
Yeah, say it. What?
yes, here's a map of the city. I've marked the Raptor Center, the stadium, Ross Hall, and of course, Tumor's Corner. If all of this goes well, you can meet me there. And then, of course, I've shown you just a little bit more information on where the Raptor Center is and where specifically you need to go. There is something important in the lab at the Raptor Center that I need you guys to get, but it is not my business to tell you that. Here is also a walkie-talkie. We're out of range right now, but as you get closer to campus, it should start to work. You will get crucial information on how to get what you need before you meet us at Ross Hall. Do you have any questions?
So Raptor Center, then Ross Hall, then Tumor's Corner.
If all goes well.
And you can't tell us what we're getting from the lab?
Yeah.
It's classified.
That seems like an important detail.
Yeah.
I'll let my buddy on the other end of the walkie-talkie help you out when you get there. I cannot utter that within Willow Creek.
Okay. Watch it be Tumor's Lemonade or something.
Right?
That's what I'm waiting for. Okay.
You're definitely going to hit some roadblocks along the way. I'm sure look, I had to mark the stadium. Of course you know where it is, but you got to be careful around that area because, well, I mean, that's where all hell broke loose on G-Day. So be careful. And it's going to be tough getting through campus. I mean, we all know the Bama tailgaters set up that blockade, and it's going to be hard to get past that. So just be aware. But my buddy should help you out when the time comes. Now, you're going to have to get out of the quarantine zone. There's really only 3 options for escape here. You could take the storm drain, you could try to bribe a guard, or you could push your luck climbing the fence. There are drawbacks to all of them, but those are the 3 best options, unless you come up with something more creative. But
How are you getting out?
who said I'm getting out? I've got my own other missions here. I'm not going with you.
Okay, you said storm drain,
Storm drain, bribing a guard,
bribing a guard.
Fence.
or climbing the fence. Why don't you guys, if you would like, you can make a brains roll, maybe a group brains roll to determine what the pros and cons to some of these different options could be.
Cool.
God damn it. I didn't roll very well.
I got a 6.
Damn.
Got a nat 6 plus 1.
Yeah. Oh, right, because we're adding brains. So,
Brains.
plus 1.
Brains.
Get a 1.
1. Claudia, what did you get?
I got a 4.
4. Okay, 4, 3, 1, and then 2 7s. So that's it's a group failure unless somebody wants to attempt to roll again. Oh, try again. If an attempt fails, you can try again. The consequence is just a -1 on every new roll attempting to do that same thing.
Okay.
So one person would need to.
Yeah, so would somebody like to try again?
Maybe someone who has like a +1 or a higher mod.
Well, you already
plus-
succeeded, Casey.
Yeah.
So
Okay, it has to
Oh,
be
this
someone
means
who's
this one
trying
failed.
that fails.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Whoever rolled a 1.
Oh, so Genji.
I don't think his skill's in brain though, so it might be
no.
better.
My skills in brain, I rolled a 3 and and so then +1 was 4. So I'll try again. I think it was the second lowest roll, maybe, or something.
Fingers crossed.
Okay, so 5 + 1, that's 6.
Nice.
But it's -1.
Which
So
is
that's
5,
5.
which is still success. We're good. Okay, so majority success. So with this brain power in your group, you determine the drawbacks of all these different methods of escaping Willow Creek. So if you take the storm drain, you know there's probably a good chance you might encounter some zombies as you're trying to move through that passageway. If you bribe a guard, your identities would be known to that guard. So that could also be a potential risk. And then climbing the fence, you know you're gonna have to be stealthy to do that. So there's a potential of getting spotted. So those are your main drawbacks. So think about that as you're deciding which of these 3 means of getting out of the quarantine zone you want to take.
Is the fence, is it just chain link? Or is it wooden?
I guess we could say it's a tall chain link with maybe some barbed wire around the top, and it's
great.
probably sporadically patrolled.
Okay. I think we have to be stealthy with that. I see. I don't offer much in the way of stealth. I don't believe. Stealth. Yeah. Don't have much in the way of stealth. I feel confident about combat to some extent. I feel more confident about combat, I think, than all the others. Because, what are we going to bribe the guard with?
You could bribe them with whatever supplies you have on you, like ammunition or bandages or medicine. But you would be losing that stuff, so keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Mm.
My vote is the sewers. Unless, if, I don't know, people are good at stealth, but I don't remember.
Yeah, I vote
prefer-
sewers too.
Okay. I'm pretty stealthy. But if the group isn't majority, then we should definitely go to sewers.
Is it sounding like a majority sewers?
Yeah.
All
I just don't
right.
feel like giving up supplies. Otherwise, because I have diplomacy, but
Valid. All right. To the sewers then. Sully sort of regards you. I wish you the best of luck. And remember, when you get further away, try that walkie-talkie. It should work. All right. He leaves with his armed, companion, with the War Eagle girl that's with him. And y'all are left to go to the storm drain. So, taking the storm drain. It's easy enough to find. Let's see. It probably does take... I feel like I should... Okay, as you move into the storm drain, can I get either somebody, or if you all want to do it, maybe somebody's helping, I will need some sort of observation roll. I'll say that you can apply observation and brains to this roll.
Okay.
Maybe, do we want one person that's being aided, or do we want to do a group check?
I've got +1 brain, +1 observation.
Same.
Okay.
Then
All
maybe
right.
just one person aided.
If one
Yeah.
person
Well-
aids, then it's a +1 on top of whoever's rolling.
All that.
We'll say I can aid Claudia because that would make sense.
Sure. All right.
All right. So I get +3 then.
Yes.
I've got a 5.
A 5. So
Failure.
it's success, but you take some sort of disadvantage.
I'll be injured, and then I can just use advantage to treat it.
Sure.
Yeah.
We'll say as you are trying to sort of creep and keep a lookout and hear what's ahead, we'll say that you accidentally slice your finger on something jagged on the wall or something as you're moving through. But you are able to determine that there are up ahead what looks like 3 zombies that are just sort of shambling around and blocking your path.
Yeah. I mean, I turn to the group and then I do. I'll do like hold up my fingers and I'll be like. I don't know.
That was everything. That was everything I needed it to be.
We probably have a better symbol for zombies at this point, but I don't know.
No. I think what you did was exactly right. I think that was perfect.
Do the thriller dance.
Oh no.
You gotta laugh.
Oh,
All right.
We gotta find joy in this fucking
We
apocalypse.
gotta laugh.
Right. Right. So how do you guys want to go about it? If you have some sort of other creative thing you want to do, you could see if there's a way to skirt this encounter. You could also potentially try to ambush this group of zombies, but that would require some stealthing ahead of time. So
How far away are they?
we'll say that they are a distance. Hang on. We'll say that they are out of range right now.
Okay.
Okay.
How many long range weapons do we have?
And I think MJ.
MJ,
Mhm.
you,
3 of us?
and Casey.
We could just stealth up there and try to headshot them all real quick from a distance.
From a distance.
I was thinking it. Yeah.
Speaking about references, we could try. I'm not particularly great at stealth, but maybe we'll get lucky.
Maybe it'll happen.
Are we? This is probably a dumb question, but I'm gonna ask it anyway. Are we still close enough to like the residents that if Joe and I fired our guns, would that like set off alarms for people?
Ooh.
Like, are we gonna get caught trying to sneak out?
It's hard to say.
Great.
You're far enough, like,
Just
you're
a
definitely
thought.
like a distance away from like where the more populated areas of this quarantine zone are, but like it's a gunshot. It's probably going to be heard. Your only hope is that you're far enough away by the time they find out where it came from that it won't matter.
Okay. Cool. So just a thing to keep in mind.
Okay. Oh, thank goodness I don't have. Thank goodness I have my trusty music stand.
Oh yeah, we'll just leave it to you. You can take care of it.
Yeah.
Just run
Yeah.
over there.
Oh God, I don't have stealth though is the thing.
You could throw it.
Oh God, what? would that even
Picturing
work?
a bloody music stand.
Is this music stand one of the ones where the like actual stand portion is detachable from the leg?
Isn't that like all of them?
Oh, you
Are
can
you
just
gonna,
like
like,
fucking giant
impale?
ninja star that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, guys, I was not thinking that, but you know what? With Amanda's blessing, I would love
Turn it into a ranged weapon.
Why don't we try to just use the ranged weapons as ranged weapons right now?
You don't want us improvising a
I
ranged weapon?
didn't say that specifically. Let's save it. Let's save it for later.
Okay.
Try not to break the game immediately.
That's so funny. I love that I didn't even think of that. I just was like, yeah, no, music stand. And it was like detachable. Oh, that's so funny. Oh my god.
Man.
Yeah, that's the only thing is that I would not incur a gunshot, but I don't have stealth. So that's the only thing. Nor do I really have any bronze. I just took the music stand because I was like, "Beam." But so I could do that. I could do that. Just can someone else?
Could do what?
Reggie.
What are you?
Reggie.
What are you doing? Could do
Would you
what?
like to stealth with me?
Oh.
So that we can sneak up on these zombies without setting off alarms. We'll say.
MJ has his bow too, so he can.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so true. I forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 of y'all
Okay.
have ranged weapons and could attack from where you are now if you take an action to aim.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. Because aim extends the thing. Wait. I thought
But then
outside.
aiming doesn't guarantee a headshot. Is that?
Outside of range, I'm gonna on the fly say that if you're out of range and you use aim to make the
can
ranged
just-
weapon hit, it's not a headshot, it's just a hit. If you are in range, then aim is the headshot. Does that make sense?
Can we tell how far we are from being in range? Like if I moved,
It would take a move action to be
Okay.
in range.
because I did take another action, so I can do 3 things.
You have 30 seconds or the zombies are going to hear you and you will lose
Yeah.
your ability to
Yeah.
surprise them.
Yeah, I volunteer to go up and stealth up.
I think the ranged people should try it before any of us gets in biting.
Oh, okay.
It's just- I just don't want to put you,
Right. I don't either. I just wanted to
on the
Okay,
first
so-
thing.
Ranged
Yeah.
people, make a. You know what? Honestly, just you need to use an action to aim, and then you need to roll to attack. I'm just gonna give you this as a
Okay.
thing. You ranged attacks always take brain, so add brain to your roll,
Okay.
and then tell me what you get.
I got a 2.
Okay,
Got a 3.
3.
So we are firing the guns.
Yes, Joe. What did you get?
2.
Okay, all right. So
Isn't there an additional
It's
plus
dark
one
down
from aim?
here.
Isn't there an additional +1 for aiming?
probably
I'm almost certain.
firing outside distance or get +1 to your attack attempt within. So no +1 because they were out of range. All right. So all 3 of you attempt your attacks. They all miss. The zombies are aware of your presence. Now we kind of roll initiative, but it's a little different. Take your d6, roll it, and I need to know who gets the highest.
Okay.
Oh, D6.
You got a 1 from Joe?
Big fat Uno.
Hey, without
Or-
bonus, Amanda? With brains?
Not adding anything?
No, anything.
Out.
Okay. 5.
5. Anybody get higher than a 5? Okay. MJ is going to go first, and then we go. It's super weird. but MJ goes first, and then I think we... Hang on. I think we go from the left of him, which doesn't really matter because we're all in line.
Hilarious.
Okay, so MJ, you get to go first. You have 2 actions that you can take. What do you want to do? You could move and attack. You could aim and just try the same thing you did again.
Okay.
You have a variety of actions you could take.
I think I keep my distance, aim, and attack.
Okay,
I think I'm happy with that.
cool.
Please give me something good. That's gonna be a 3, so that's gonna be a failure.
Sadness. Yeah, that's gonna fail. Let's go to Benji.
I'll pull out my sledgehammer and I'm gonna move closer.
Okay, move closer. So you are now within range. You could move again, or you could stay where you are. Doesn't matter.
I think I'm gonna stay where I am.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good. Let's have Joe. You can go next.
I am going to move slightly closer and then, or close enough that they're in range and then attack.
Cool.
That's the music.
And
That's fun.
that is a 4.
A 4. A 4 is still a miss. What are these rules on pushing things? Or you can always try to spend endurance to try to make some of these things hit or work. Or you can spend endurance to gain an additional action. It's either you can do either of those things.
Okay, I guess I should have, in hindsight, used an endurance to aim too, but that's the end of mine, right? Because I already failed.
Sure. Casey.
So I took a third action as one of my things. So I'd like to move in range and then aim and then fire.
Okay. So now you should get that +1 on top of the brain skill.
Cool. So plus 2. Okay, good. 4 plus brain plus aiming, so 6.
6.
Yay!
Very nice. Okay. Now I need to actually look at this.
First
Zombie. Finally.
I definitely want to save my endurance.
All right. So you fully take out one of these zombies because you successfully hit them with an aimed attack. So you made a headshot. So they are dead. So now there's only 2 zombies left. But now it is my turn. I will use... So you moved within range. So I'm going to have one of these zombies move up to be within arm's reach of you and try to attack you.
Okay. How does
Let's
that
see
work?
if this happens.
I forget.
So this would be a duel.
Okay.
So... Oh, wait. I have to deal damage, and then I see if I bite you, I think.
Okay.
I think so. Let's find out. It was a failure. It was an unsuccessful roll. So, yeah. Okay. After first successful damage dealt by a zombie, it can try to bite its victim for 1 action. So I haven't even dealt any damage to you because that was an unsuccessful roll. And once we get into the biting, then it's a duel, and we'll go from there. All right, so first guy tried to hurt you, didn't work. The second guy is gonna move up as well, because you're the closest. You're the closest, and you actually took one out. So let's see if this guy can hit you. Oh, it's a 7. It's a 7 to hit you.
Yep.
So
Okay,
you will take a point of endurance damage.
Okay.
But he moved and he attacked, so he does not have any open actions. So we're not there yet.
Okay, cool.
All right, Claudia.
Okay. So Casey has 2 zombies on her. Is that correct?
That is
Yes,
correct.
Correct.
Okay. Then I would like to move and then attack.
You,
Or am I too far away?
I think you would have to move twice.
Twice?
To be within arm's reach of them.
Got it. Okay. I will move twice then. That'll be my turn.
Cool. All right, that brings us back to MJ. What would you like to
Okay.
do?
There's no special rules for like since the zombies are near Casey, I don't have to worry about hitting her if I am in. Okay, great.
Sick.
Quick clarification
know.
before we move on. I'm sorry. So didn't Casey move only 1 range forward and the zombies came to meet her? So Claudia would only need to move 1 and can attack with her second action?
Oh,
Yeah, 'cause I
you're
was
so
like,
right.
before we
Thank
move
you. Yes.
Yep.
So,
Okay.
sorry, MJ.
Thanks.
Claudia,
Oh, you're good.
you get an attack action.
Okay.
didn't think about that.
Thank
Okay.
you.
My additives are just brawn, right? For melee?
Yes.
Okay. I rolled a 1.
No.
Wait, isn't there a thing? Oh no.
You can spend an endurance to.
That's okay.
Or you can take a -1 and try again.
I'm good.
Okay.
That will be my turn.
All right, MJ.
Okay, great. I will aim and shoot again. Let's
Okay.
keep it nice and easy.
Yes.
Um,
So you should get a +1 on top of your if you've got brain skill.
does a 5 hit?
A 5 does hit, but you take some sort of disadvantage.
Got it.
So you're firing with your bow, so we'll say that you let the arrow go, but the what's it called? The string, whatever, hits your arm, and you don't have a guard on your arm, so you'll take some sort of injury to your wrist. But you're able to hit, so it was an aimed shot, so another zombie goes down, arrow through the head. So 2 are dead.
Yay.
There is 1 zombie alive. Benji.
I am going to run up to one of the ones, or that last one that's on Casey, and try to like beam it in the back of the head
Go
with my
for it.
sledgehammer. Okay. Sorry, I need to pull my character sheet back up.
Character sheet.
My character sheet. Yeah, nope. That's 3.
Rip. Joe.
So it's pretty close now. Yeah.
There's 1 left. And yeah, it's in range for you.
Fantastic. I'll just aim and shoot.
Awesome.
So I do
So-
still have to hit.
Yes. Should be you get to add brain and a +1.
That's a 7.
Perfect. So that last zombie is dead. Sorry, there's like a bug flying around me. I'm about to lose my
Now
mind.
you have the bug.
I know. Now I have the bug. All right.
Just passing it
You
around.
kill the last zombie. It falls down.
Hell
You do know that people probably heard you guys. So is it safe to assume you guys sort of rush out of here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. You race out of the storm drain and onto Highway 14, making your way towards the Raptor Center. Very nice. As we are moving and traveling, is there anything in particular that you guys are wanting to do, keep an eye out for, think about? Or you also have some bandages and some medicine. Some of you guys have some injuries now, so.
I'm definitely wondering who the person that is immune is. Also, how would they even know that? Like,
I don't know.
I'm gonna be keeping my eye out for
Who all's been
Like-
attacked before?
I guess we kind of all have.
I'm sure over the course of the 10 years you guys have been living in this situation, everybody's had to fight a zombie more than a couple times.
That's true.
Man, I can't wait till I know you guys for 10 years. That'll be great. We're not quite there yet.
Did we hit 10 years, Case?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
we
Yeah, y'all had to-
I'm 1 year away from 10 years with the two of you. I've known Joe for 24
You're
years.
related to him. That doesn't count.
25
it's your
years.
siblings.
25 years.
She doesn't
I
even
know
know how
to
long
add.
she's known me.
MJ,
Whoops.
we've known each other for 10 years now, probably.
Gosh, has it been?
Would
Would that be your? Would that
'Cause
been my
they-
sophomore year?
Yeah, your sophomore year, my freshman year. Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
That's like 13 years, MJ.
Please stop.
Oh, so I've known him for 10 years too then.
A long time.
Weird.
Oh, gosh.
A long time.
Yeah, because I'm at 9 with Casey, Amanda, and you, MJ.
So, Benji, you said you were keeping an eye out for anything in
Yeah,
particular?
I'm keeping an eye out for like because like my tally thing is like I keep a sketchbook of the animals that have been that are like thriving amongst the chaos, and so I'm just
Right.
keeping an eye out for like any wildlife that I can see out, just to like get mental images of stuff to sketch when we're back in a safe spot.
Sure. Roll a d6 for me.
Okay. 3.
3. Okay. You don't see anything of note.
Are we still like going through the sewers? Are we out of the sewers?
You are out of the sewers. You
Okay.
are moving down Highway 14.
Okay.
Which is the star for Willow Creek is on that road, and you are probably approaching Shug,
Okay.
and then would need to go south.
Yeah.
Is there anybody else that's doing anything or would like to do anything as y'all are traveling?
Can I just be missing Febreze since we just came from the sewer?
Missing Febreze?
Like scented things that smell good. Candles, you know?
Are you having a flashback to
Sure.
Febreze?
To candles and
Casey,
And
I
or
want you to go into your mind palace, and I want you to recount for me a fond memory of experiencing a lovely smell, and I want you to describe it to me.
a lovely
Man.
smell.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes.
If I could be sentimental about it, I
Sure.
would probably remember growing up cooking meals with my family.
Oh,
Oh,
very nice. So as you are wandering this apocalyptic wasteland, you're thinking about and begrudging the fact that you just had to like crawl through like a storm drain. You think about the smell of like fresh home cooked meals. You know, when you come home and you open the door and somebody's cooking something and you smell it, and just sort of like that sort of wraps you up in that smell. You get a +1 endurance for having this flashback to this wonderful moment.
Hooray!
Very lovely. Can I get everybody to roll a d6 for me?
Please.
Okay.
Please.
I got a 6.
Hey.
You... Nah, it doesn't apply here. Anybody get higher than that? Lots of no's. Well, Benji, you, as you guys are moving, you spot just off the road what looks like an abandoned campsite.
I'm gonna go closer and check it out.
Sure. You go looking, and yeah, this looks like an abandoned campsite that perhaps another group of similar to yourself maybe used or stopped at. Judging by just sort of the state of the campfire that's out and sort of tracks around the area, it looks like maybe people were here a couple days ago. And you find sort of tucked away in this campsite a letter that seems to suggest that there's a pack of equipment hidden nearby.
Well, let everybody else know there's some supplies, some equipment nearby. I think whoever was here last might have stashed it away.
Hey, can we help look for it?
Yeah, so we don't. So it's just around in the vicinity.
Yeah, you guys can certainly try to look for it. We could either do a group check, or we could do one person that's being aided by somebody else. I will put it up to y'all.
I can aid somebody else.
Sure.
I'm
I'm
assuming
gonna
this
find
is
the letter.
I'm assuming this is observation.
Yes.
Or,
We'll say observation and brain.
Okay.
And
Okay.
then a +1 because Benji is helping whoever's doing this.
Okay, so you do it.
Sure.
I did the last one.
Okay.
Okay, so brains, observation, and aiding.
Mhm.
Oh, and I rolled a 6. So
That's a
9.
Perfection. Yeah.
So is this a moment, just to clarify, where Casey, because she rolled a 6, could roll again to see if she gets a 5 or a 6?
She to get a +1 endurance?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Actually,
Okay.
I do think that would apply here.
So 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's see. I got a 5!
You get a +1 endurance. Very
Heck
good.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, you're beefed up, girlie.
Apparently so. I
So
will take
you, with Benji's help, following the instructions in this letter, you were able to find this hidden pack of supplies. You guys find 2 packs of ammunition. So we'll say a pack of ammunition is 12 bullets. So you find a total of 24 ammo. You get 1 ration of food, 2 packs of medicine, 1 pack of bandages. Oh, is that supposed to be just 2? I don't know. You also find a pair of bolt cutters and a Polaroid picture of a 5-year-old.
Oh,
So food, pick, and wire cutters.
Bolt
cutters.
Bolt
They're
bolt cutters.
heavy duty.
ooh, that was.
Some like
It's like
Resident
the- like
Evil
the-
shit.
Like the I'm you but stronger.
Bolt.
So some very
Like the
useful,
bolt cutters in my backpack.
very useful tools.
Okay. So I have in my backpack. I have water bottle, provisions pack, medicine, bandage. So okay. So, but I think everyone does. Most people do.
Yeah, I think
have.
everybody has like a thing of medicine and a thing of bandages. So
And then okay, sick. So, I
can take one of the packs of ammo.
okay,
I would love a pack of that ammo.
okay.
What child is in what
I don't
features?
think you know them personally. It's
What
just
child
a
is this?
but
Came
like
to
what
rest.
features?
What child is this?
what
What
features.
child is this?
They let's see, they're 5 years old. We will say they are a small little curly red-headed 5-year-old that's missing their 2 front teeth.
Okay.
That made Bigler sad.
Very sad.
You want to cry? It's fine.
It's so bleak. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I don't know if we really need to keep the picture. Well, I don't know. Maybe. I'll keep the picture in case for some reason it comes
Okay.
up.
Sure.
But so I'll put pic of girl.
Pick of girl.
Pic of girl.
Pick up girl.
Okay. So now all that's left then is the food, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
1 ration of food.
1 ration of food.
Anybody want some food?
Is there anyone who hasn't taken something yet?
Yes.
Yeah, I haven't taken. Are there still bandages available? They just get gobbled up.
Oh right, yeah. There's like
Yeah.
There is a pack of bandages.
Okay,
Why don't
I'll
you-
take the bandages. And do I have rations? I think I have rations.
Everybody should have rations.
I'll take extra food. I'll take extra food.
Okay. MJ will take.
Food and
I
rations.
mean, y'all can share it with each other. Just
That
somebody's
is
got to
just-
hold it.
yeah. Okay, cool.
How many bullets are in a pack
12.
of... Okay.
I don't know if that's how it's supposed to be, but that's what I just said.
Brilliant.
That's what you said last time.
Yeah.
Well,
I
it's
knew that's what we
divisible by-
started with. I didn't know if that was like the standard.
Oh, like, gotcha.
It's also
Right.
divisible by 3, so like you guys could like split those up, like 8, 8, and 8.
No, too logical. We're...
We lost logic a long time ago, Benji. What do
Okay.
you think
So
this
you
is?
have the supplies. Do you continue moving towards the Raptor Center?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we'll say now you are on Shug Jordan and moving south towards the Raptor Center. And honestly, if we're going real time, it only takes like 45 minutes to an hour to walk from Willow Creek to the Raptor Center. It's very doable. Yeah, so you guys are able to approach. There is sort of like a single road that sort of branches off of Shug that goes into where the Raptor Center is. Yeah, and that's what you take and start walking down that path. As you follow this lone road to the Raptor Center, tucked into the woods, you see the remnants of what was once a beloved aspect of Auburn University. You recall the prideful tradition of releasing an eagle to fly around the stadium before kickoff. The crowd cheering, "War Eagle, hey!" And you pass the center's amphitheater where weekly bird shows were given, educating the public on the need to protect these majestic creatures. You spot the main building in the back and think about how you want to plan your approach. How do you want to plan your approach?
We do need to talk to the people about what
I
it
was
is
gonna
we're
say,
getting.
does the walkie-talkie work now?
You're getting a little bit of static at the moment. So it doesn't seem to be quite working yet.
Okay. So I guess we're sneaking in. For what this mystery thing that we're getting. Maybe someone can like scout ahead or something. See what the vibes are. Report back.
Vibe check.
Yeah, vibe check.
Vibe checks. Yeah.
And
Vibe checks are really important.
And then we go from there. But I'm thinking just rogue shit at this point. Yeah.
Do we
See if
have
there's any like
someone-
guards. Yeah.
Yeah. Do we have someone sneaky? I'm not.
I'm not sneaky either.
Well,
Okay.
Oh,
Joe, you want to scout ahead?
All right,
Sure.
Joe, give me a stealth check.
that would be a 5.
Did you add your stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. A 5. A 5 is supposed to be a success with a disadvantage. So how might you be disadvantaged as you try to sneak up to this building?
As I'm sneaking up to it. Well, I assume I'm not taking the one singular path that
You can approach it however way
Leads up.
you want. I mean, these are like unless this place is taken over by survivors, like you know that zombies aren't super cognizant beings. So,
Okay. Well then I guess I'll just say that, like, I don't know, my arms and knees get scraped up
sure.
while I'm
Yeah,
you
you're
know,
like
army crawling up
crawling
the
towards the Raptor Center, and you're scraping
Yeah.
up your arms and knees. Yeah, approaching the building, you see that there are several outdoor cages that you know are meant to house large birds of prey. Some of these cages now house the corpses of starved animals that didn't get affected or infected, but with the people gone, they weren't there to give them the food they needed. You also see that some of these cages house animals that are moving, but look like they should be dead. Some of these cages definitely have zombie birds in them.
oh my god.
And you can also see
Do all the cages look like they're closed?
all of these cages seem closed.
Okay.
That you can tell. You can also see just sort of meandering around are what look like 2 regular zombies. They are dressed in sort of navy shirts with an Auburn logo, and then the print says, "Welcome to the Raptor Center," with an exclamation point. But they're like zombies. So keep that in mind.
Okay. Okay.
Oh my
So zombie
gosh.
birds and a couple wandering naval zombies. Gotcha. All right. Well, I'll report that back to the group. Doesn't seem like it's completely overrun with zombies, but there's a couple in there.
Zombie birds. Man.
That's the most disturbing part.
Yeah.
That means that one of the zombies had to bite one of the birds,
Right.
right?
Or maybe the bird was hungry, so it
Bit the zombie?
maybe
Could be.
it's one or the other. At this
Chicken or
point.
the egg, you know? It's weirdly also bird related.
Man, we've learned how to fight zombies, but we've never learned how to fight
Birds?
eagles.
Wait, what's
Well, to be fair, if we don't open the cages, we might not have to fight the zombie birds,
Okay. Well. Okay.
unless those are the things that we need to take.
I swear to God. I swear to God. That's why Sully couldn't fucking say anything, because he knew that we wouldn't do it. he told us that we're getting zombified eagles. God. Oh, okay.
I will say, not all the birds in the Raptor Center are eagles. They have little cute little owls too.
Yeah, some of
It's
these
just a lot of
some of these zombie
endangered.
birds are owls and falcons.
Yeah,
That's
they're just
sick. Oh.
That makes it
Birds
so much
that-
better that we have to carry them.
Zombie
Birds
owls are
that
way
have, like-
better than zombie eagles.
debilitating injuries and can't be re-released in the wild and stuff, and are used for education. Yeah.
Aw.
Wait, is Arya a zombie?
This would be before Aurea was. I don't know when
Is
they
this
got
Nova?
this. We're in the Nova era.
I think
This
it is
might be
Nova
Nova.
era. Yeah.
Yep. Nova and Spirit
Is
would
Nova
be the
a zombie?
two eagles used for games at this time.
Okay, so it's Nova and Spirit. Okay. Likely. Okay. Okay. Well, okay. Well, let's just. I'm sure. I'm not worried about the actual zombies. I'm worried about the
I think we
birds.
take out the 2 actual zombies and then
Yeah.
leave the birds where they're at.
Yeah, and let's see if we can communicate with our POC when we get there.
So, you want to take out the 2 regular zombies? Okay, so I would say Joe is within range of these 2 guys. I'd say the rest of you guys are outside of how far outside of range? I would say the rest of you guys are, we'll say, outside of firing range, shall we?
Okay.
Okay.
So Joe is hidden, so
Okay.
he could just try to, kick this all off if he wants to. Y'all could try to stealthily move and get closer. It's whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and take aim and try to shoot one of the zombies.
Sure, go for it.
That's going to be a 4.
A 4. A 4 is a fail unless you want to try again at a -1 or like
I can expend an endurance. Is that how it works?
you can expend an endurance to do.
You added brain, right, Joe?
What? Yes, I added brain.
You can spend an endurance to do a thing that I will tell you in a moment. And that moment is now. You can spend an endurance to get another action, or you would spend endurance before you make the roll to try and give yourself like a bonus or stuff like that. Or you can spend an endurance to avoid an injury, but we're not in that realm.
Okay. So I needed to plan it out better, like last time. Gotcha. All right.
Right.
Well,
You can try again
Hey,
with
guys,
a -1, or
I could. All right. I'll try again with a -1. 5?
5. That's a success, but you take a disadvantage unless you spend an endurance to avoid the
I will
injury.
spend an endurance to avoid the injury.
Amazing.
Boy.
So you headshot one of these Raptor Center staffers. So one zombie is dealt with. At this time, the other zombie, of course, knows where you are and sees everybody else. And also, at this time, you guys see a shadow pass overhead.
Oh no.
And you look up and you spot a bald eagle with a tag on its ankle. Except this eagle has milky eyes and its jaw is hanging at an odd angle. This is Spirit the fucking eagle, and we're gonna take a break.
Not Spirit. No.
You're gonna make me kill Spirit.
I'm gonna make you kill
Spirit's
Spirit.
already dead.
Spirit
the
died
spirit.
10 years ago.
Oh,
Are we ready?
boy.
Yep.
Let's do it.
Yep. Okay, so Joe kicked off the fight with his attack. Let's all roll a d6 and determine the order from here on out. It's terrible for me.
Wow. Okay.
Benji got a
Yeah.
6.
Finally got a 6.
MJ got a 6. So y'all can either decide amongst yourselves who you would rather go first, or
Manji.
Okay, age before beauty.
oh wow.
Just kidding. I love you, buddy.
What?
I got it.
What is happening?
Okay, MJ, I need you to go first. What did I say? Did I say y'all were out of range?
Such a bold statement
Yes,
when you know
you
there's
said out
a
of
traitor amongst our midst.
That's right. I did say there's a traitor in here. Y'all are outside of firing range. Also, we'll say that that Spirit, the eagle, who is now in this, he is also outside firing range in the air.
Oh,
Because
boy.
why?
Outside firing range for me too.
He's
Or-
in the distance bracket called outside firing range, so you have to take an aim action to hit him.
Okay.
Okay, MJ, what would you like to do?
Well, let's go. I mean, I'm just want to go ahead and start trying to get some damage on the eagle. How close is it, or how far in
You
the air
will
is it?
have to take an aim action to hit him.
Yeah. Okay.
They do in the rulebook give out a specified range of distance for what that is, and I don't remember. I'm not gonna go look it up.
No, you're fine.
I will look it up.
Yeah, let's just let's go ahead. I'll aim and take a shot. Please give me. Oh, nice. 5 + 1. That's a 6.
Perfect.
That is a 6.
Perfect.
Yeehaw.
Wow. Man, he was gonna be special. He was gonna do
gosh.
different things. Oh wait. You can't do a headshot when he's out of range. So he'll take a point of damage. So he's still in the fight. He's not dead yet.
Oh, how lucky for you.
Spirit, live on in death. Oh, how much endurance does he have? Okay.
So who's gonna be the poor soul that has to kill
It's gonna be
Spirit?
one of you guys.
Spirit?
Kill Auburn Spirit.
Does that complete your turn? You can, of course, spend endurance to do other things if you would like to.
I'm fine with that being my turn. I'll take a hit.
Cool. All right, then Benji. Bonji.
Bonjour.
Do you guys know that meme of like the when you're the barbarian with no like ranged attack, waiting for the dragon to land?
not seen
Yeah, that.
I mean, you can move closer to the poor zombie staffer that's on the ground and not flying.
Oh,
There is
forgot that there
one. Raptor
Yeah,
center
let's
worker.
move.
They-
Can I get into
You
like,
can
melee range with
get.
them?
You can get within melee range, but you wouldn't be able to do anything else without spending endurance.
Gotcha.
This bug's gonna drive me insane.
What kind of bug do you have?
It's like a little gnat. You know?
Oh, I hate that.
You know what? We're gonna spend an endurance to we're gonna move up to it and then spend an endurance to try to whack.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you wait so.
That's too big. Sorry, I'm like doing my character sheet all in Photoshop.
You're good.
Okay. So we're gonna try to whack this dude.
Whack him.
That is a 5. I'm gonna like fucking throw out my back or whatever. Or actually, no, we've been walking for a while. We'll take an exhaustion.
Yeah, that works.
To make that a 6.
Sounds good. So that Zombo takes a point of damage.
Yee.
Does that
While
complete
we're- sorry.
your...
I was going to say the only, while we were paused, the only distance that says any sort of range is for within range. It's between 5 to 10 steps and 30 to 40 steps away from you.
Cool. So I think we're good for using my we're not going to specify range.
Correct.
They're just
Yes.
these vague
But
terms.
I was curious.
Thank you. All right. So we got 2 zombies that have taken a point of damage. And Benji is right up there in the face of one of them. Joe, it is your turn.
I'll go ahead and aim up at Spirit. See if I can
Tears.
do a little damage.
Spirit
That's
who could not be broken.
a 4. So I'm going to try and re-roll with the minus, because I can't get closer. I can't like jump.
Right.
You can't fly.
You cannot.
So
in fact,
sorry.
I
fly.
cannot fly. So I'll just try again with the -1,
Mm-hmm.
and it's even worse. So
Yeah, you're trying to... Ooh, this is a great time. Sorry. My single...
I messed up. I needed to reload.
Yes. So,
So I took
sorry.
my action to reload after the shot.
I forgot this in our last combat, but if you're using a single shot weapon, you're supposed to spend an action to reload. So keep that in mind. Of course you can aim on that first hit, but from now on that might be difficult to do.
So I am gonna spend an endurance to reload after my miss.
Okay.
I would
Yeah,
do
you
that?
can do that. That works.
Okay, cool.
Perfect. Okay, Casey.
Okay, so I need to move first, right?
You can. Or you can...
Because I'm not within range of anybody.
You would have to aim to hit anybody.
Okay. I'm gonna move.
Oh, that's
I'm
right, you
gonna-
have
Yeah, because I have 3.
Just 3 actions.
She has 3 actions.
I
Nimble
do.
Casey.
So I'm gonna move and I'm gonna aim for one of the zombies on the ground.
There's only one zombie left on the ground.
Cool, then I'll aim for him. And fire. And you said we came into this already loaded, right?
Yeah.
I don't need it.
Yeah, you haven't fired yet this combat, so you don't have to load.
Cool. Oh, I got a 6.
Very nice. You
I am
can
dice all the time.
roll again and see if you get a
Bro.
5 or a 6.
Okay, let's see. Nope, I did not.
Okay. That's okay. So you aim and you fire at this last guy on the ground, and he is dead.
They
Cool.
Is dead. Bye-bye, Zombo. Do you still have an action? What do you want to do anything?
Move, aim, attack.
Oh, move, aim, attack.
Yeah,
I
because I had
got
to
you.
move into
Perfect.
range.
Claudia, you're on the ground holding a music stand.
And Spirit is like
in the
okay.
air.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I guess, and Spirit is at this point, for me, outside firing range. Correct.
Yes.
Yeah. I'll just use my actions to move, and then just call it.
Very nice. Okay, it is finally Spirit's turn.
Oh,
Spirit
boy.
gets 4 actions.
Woo!
So he
Sheesh.
is going to... Who hit Spirit?
Not Joe.
I don't remember.
Joe didn't.
I hit
I
Spirit.
think it was, yeah. I was going to say, I think it's MJ.
No one else get it by the song.
Okay.
Spirit, no.
He's going to swoop down. He's going to use 2 actions to swoop down to you, and he's going to try to attack you. No! He's going to use his second attack his last remaining action to try and attack you. There we go. English words. I will...
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'll take it. And he will do a point of damage to you.
Okay.
Did not go the way I wanted to do. Okay, MJ, it is your turn.
No bite or anything?
I was going to try to attack and then bite, and then I missed that first attack, and then I
I
had to
see.
use the second attack.
Oh, it's
attack.
okay. It's okay.
Is it? Is it okay?
It's okay. Perfect. So
You have a bald
I mean,
eagle on you.
will I have to move at all? Is Spirit still on me, or
He's definitely he will say that he is like within arm's reach of you.
okay? So what can I do? If around spots here, reaction.
I do not believe
So could I mean, I don't have any melee weapons. Could I use 2 actions to try and hide?
he's like right on you. I don't think
he's
you
right-
can
Or like,
hide from him.
because you said movement would incur an action.
I have not said that. I actually
Oh,
was
no?
trying to double check if that actually is a possibility. I don't.
Also, clarify, MJ. What is your gun a rifle or a pistol?
It's a bow and arrow.
Bow and arrow.
It's a bow and arrow. I mean, you could always like hit the bird with your.
Well, I think within arm's reach, melee is only possible.
Yeah.
So he would have to move he'd have to move back before he can fire. I'm trying to look up quickly if there are like attacks of opportunity.
Right.
Oh, that would be
No,
cool.
I was more implying not like firing an arrow, but like just hitting the bird with whacking
the
it,
bow.
like an improvised weapon.
You want to try it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm okay with that.
I would also like to look up if there are any.
It would be a
sort
flat roll for me,
Yeah.
but I that's fine. Okay, so that'd be a d6.
Bigler, look up dual rolls and see if maybe that would apply here.
I got a 5.
A 5.
No bonuses.
A 5. Okay. That, if you choose to take an injury, that could be a success. You can also spend endurance to avoid an injury.
Let's see. I mean, I'm still doing pretty well. I mean, I don't see why not. I'll go ahead and expend an endurance.
Okay.
I still have a good amount.
Hang on.
So -2 endurance.
It looks like duels are only if you're essentially trying to like attack something, push someone off a cliff, trip someone, try to grab weapons, resist bite, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I
Is
don't think
all
it's
of these
plain
things
attacks.
included?
It's just like specific things.
Right.
Okay, so I think it's just I think Spirit would just take the point of damage, and it's not contested here.
Right.
Okay.
Her.
All right. He's looking really hurt, guys. Benji, it is your turn.
Poor Spirit.
Poor
So
Spirit.
Spirit's kind of like hovering down, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna run up and I'm gonna try to whack him.
Also, oh wait, no. You're a ranged weapon, MJ. Never mind. Continue, Benji.
Yeah, he didn't.
I was like, if you take damage but you have protective gear, then it's not. That's not applying yet. Benji, it's your turn.
I think I'm gonna spend an endurance to give an extra +1.
Nice.
So this will be a +2, I believe.
Yes.
That's no dice. That's 4.
You could. Well, yeah. Joe.
So, Spirit's a little lower now, right?
Mhm, yes.
Like within range for a.
Yeah, we'll say he's within range.
All right. I'm just gonna aim
Okay.
my rifle. Well, yeah.
Yes,
okay,
because
so I
you
reloaded.
reloaded last time. Yep.
So aim, fire, bullseye. We got an 8.
Oh shoot!
Not an 8. It's only a 7 because I only get +1. I'm a liar.
You shoot Spirit in the head, and because he is a bird and his head is not as large as a human's, it like explodes, and Spirit is dead and falls to the ground. Yeah,
War Eagle.
you did it. War Eagle.
Oh my god. Joe, did you roll a 6 or a 5 on the die?
I rolled a 6 on the die.
So he can re-roll to see if he gets.
Roll one more time, and
reroll.
if you get a 5 or a
Endurance.
6, you could get a +1 to your endurance.
What does a 3 get me?
Nothing.
Nothing.
But I like the attitude. Okay, so with Spirit dead, you are outside the Raptor Center, you will hear. Ksh. Hello. Ksh.
Who has the walkie-talkie?
Somebody has it.
Hello.
Is this thing on? You guys, is anybody there? Ksh.
Yeah, I'll be like, yes, yeah. We just have to deal with some. We had to deal with Spirit, and I guess some people that used to be people, zombies that used to be people. But we just dispatched them. So I guess you're gonna tell us what we need to get here.
Yeah, sorry about that. It seemed like it took a while for y'all to get within this thing's range, but I boosted it a bit. Hopefully this will work.
Oh.
Very sorry about Spirit, but I am going to take that as a sign that you guys are at the Raptor Center, correct?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Great. Sully said that you should be able to get there no problem, so I'm glad that worked out. Okay, you guys need to get into the lab, and that's definitely going to be locked up. You could probably find some keys off of like a worker or something. Is that something maybe you could do?
Yeah, we can do that. We might even find one off of these workers now. Maybe. Hey, maybe some of these guys have keys to get into the lab. Anybody confirm?
Can start looking, I guess.
Yeah.
I'll go over, search the bodies.
Easy enough. Both of them have a ring of keys in their pocket that you could take. So, yeah, easy enough to do.
All right, keys have been acquired. Over.
Perfect. Oh, sorry, I'm Robbie, by the way. I'm at the FOI information desk. I'm here just to, answer any questions and just sort of lead you through this whole process.
Of course you are, Robbie.
Thanks, Robbie.
Anytime. All right.
Boy, people will answer any question you ask, right?
Any
Oh
question?
God.
Why is Prego sauce better than the leading brand? Over.
That's an opinion.
It's because it's made with love, Benji. It's because it's made with love.
Wow.
Correct answer.
Yeah, so you need to make your way to the lab. Now, you can try to work your way through the whole building, but I think if you go around back, there should be like an emergency exit or something that will get you like right in there, or at least closer, so you don't have to deal with the other staffers, if you know what I mean.
For sure. Okay, so emergency exit around back to get into the lab with the keys. Okay, all right. Now, once we get into the lab, what are we getting? Over.
Yeah, okay, so you're looking for a very specific test tube. It's labeled Nova 11, 14, 15.
Okay, let's write it down.
I got
11,
it.
14, 15.
11-14-15. Do not open the test tube. Do not lose the test tube. Okay? Let me tell you, everything is riding on this surviving. Okay?
Is that November 14th, 2015? The Iron
Yeah.
Bowl?
It was 2 weeks before.
2 weeks before. Oh, okay.
The Iron Bowl was on the 15th of November, and this is the day before.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Oh, I pulled up the wrong year.
Oh. Okay. I guess it's like, okay.
That makes
Okay.
sense.
All right.
The day
Okay, so
before
test-
the Iron Bowl. Okay.
That's crazy. Okay, so test tube, Nova 11, 14, 15. Okay.
Don't lose it.
Don't
Yeah.
lose it.
We all right, great. If we run into any issues, we'll let you know, unless anybody has any other burning questions. All right. Thank you, Robbie. We'll be in touch. Over.
Alrighty. So, you guys have keys. You've got a variety of keys here, but you make your way to kind of around back, and you do see a fire exit. However, this fire exit looks like it is chained shut.
Okay.
Bolt cutters?
I believe Benji has.
Oh!
All right. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Man, you do have the
Hell yeah, dude.
I feel like that just works, you know? I feel like that shouldn't be a thing, right? I feel like that just works.
I concur.
Yeah. Use the bolt cutters, cut the chains off of the door, and you try it, it is still locked, so gotta look through those keys.
Oh, okay.
Yep. I'd say one of the workers' keys doesn't seem to have one that works for this, but on one of the other workers' keys, you do see one that says master, and this unlocks the door and gets you into the building. You are in sort of yeah, you are in sort of like a anteroom or sort of hallway outside where it says lab. Double doors leading into a room that says lab. Do you go inside?
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. It's of course locked, but you use the master key that you found and get into the lab. And I mean, it's a lab. There's all sorts of stuff. You know, there's microscopes and various workstations and I don't know what's in a lab, centrifuges and things. Benji, this is your area, not mine.
This is my area.
Computers. And we'll say that there is some sort of locked cabinet in the back corner next to a filing cabinet that says records. There's this sort of locked cabinet that says, like, blood samples on it.
Okay. Yeah, I'd say we probably take the
let's.
master key and unlock the blood samples cabinet.
Sure. You're able to get in to the locker and get, you find the sample that you need.
Okay.
Is there anything else you want to do in this room or look for in this room?
I don't think so.
You can anybody can make an observation, a brains plus observation roll.
Sure, I can do that.
Can I aid?
Yeah.
Just quickly.
And I can pocket the Nova sample.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3. So I got an 8.
Very nice. So you do believe that you would be able to find, we'll say, 2 packs of medicine in here. And you also think that perhaps there could be useful information in the records if you just wanted to kind of know what possibly would be important about this sample.
Yeah. I'm okay on medicine and bandages, TBH. So if anybody really needs that, they're more than welcome to it. I'd love to look through the records.
Sure. You look through the records and all of it kind of stops. There are no records from the 15th onward, but you do get some records leading up. You notice that a rescued bird was brought to the center on the 13th, and it seems like it attempted to escape and bit one of the other falcons in the center. There was an amphitheater show on the 14th that had difficulties. One of the falcons started acting strange, and it says that it bit 3 birds, 4 guests, and 2 workers.
That was the outbreak.
There's also another entry here that says that Nova had an unscheduled checkup immediately following her appearance in the show. A sample was taken, but she was cleared for her game day appearance the next day. And then there are no records from the 15th onward.
That's insane.
Nova is patient 0.
That's insane.
Poor Nova.
That's crazy. Oh my god. Lore is 10 out of 10. Holy moly.
This would be a great question for me to ask you guys. Where were you 10 years ago? How did you find out about the outbreak?
I was watching the game.
On TV?
And I just thought it was just Bama fans being Bama fans, and then I realized what was happening.
Right.
And
so
had a panic attack and isolated for a few days.
In your memory of watching the game, you remember watching TV, and it's the start. It's the start of the game. They release the eagle, and the camera follows it for a while, and then either the cameraman loses the bird or the bird makes a move and loses the camera. You didn't quite see exactly what happened, but you do know right after that was chaos. And soon after that, they cut the feed and people were advised to stay home. It only took a few days for everything to just change. I mean, I think we all know how quickly the world can change.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Was anybody outside tailgating on the 15th?
I was probably outside somewhere.
If you were outside and anywhere within earshot of the stadium, there's that. If you're ever tailgating outside Auburn Stadium, if something happens in the game, you hear it first before you see it on TV.
Yeah. Oh god.
If there was a TV near you, you would have heard. Probably at first you hear the cheers and then see what they're cheering about. This one, you heard screams, and then they did not show what they were screaming about.
Ugh. Ugh.
Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's so scary.
Joe, you weren't tailgating? That's the most shocking thing.
Oh, I was there on
haven't,
I was there on a college visit.
Oh my god. It was
I had that I was on
2015.
campus.
Where
by
on
the stadium.
campus?
I probably either like Foy or the student center.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And you would have known. So, you know now that there was an outbreak in the stadium. What you would have heard is that the outbreak happened and they shut down the stadium. They locked it, nobody in, nobody out. Which you know now that it takes like a full day for the infection to actually like run its course and affect things. So like now it's very sombering because it's like there were people that weren't infected yet that could have gotten out, but they didn't know yet. They didn't know how it worked, so they just locked them all in. Well, all except the Oak Society. You know, they pay the big bucks, so they get to stay in the VIP room that has the one elevator that goes straight to the ground floor where they can leave whenever they want, so.
Lovely.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I guess we just we've gotten what we needed and more. I think at this point.
Right.
So I think we can exit the lab. I don't want to contact Robbie until we're outside of the lab.
This would be a great time. So some of y'all have taken some injuries. Some of y'all
Right.
have taken some hits. You can heal if you would like to. I believe you can use bandages to do that or medicine to do that. There are various ways to get your endurance back. Or, you know, if this seems like a time to, I don't know, if anything in your pockets would apply here, that of course is another way you could get some endurance back. There are a couple different ways to do that.
It sounded like there were some bandages lying around.
Yeah.
So I'll go ahead and use the bandages I had
Sure.
to bandage up my scrapes, and then I'll take those extras that were lying around.
You do need to roll an attempt to see if you succeed.
Okay.
So this would be a roll. You would probably add medicine if you have it, and then probably brain as well.
Okay. And it looks like I didn't notice this. In the disadvantages, you subtract the sum of your disadvantages from any attempts or duels.
I do believe we have been messing that up.
So
Now, also, you do have in your party somebody that has the medicine skill.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if y'all want to designate the MJ as like your group doctor and he can try and apply these bandages. I don't know. It's whatever you guys want to do.
More than happy to.
MJ, can you take a look at this?
Yeah.
Make sure there's no like infections or anything.
Yeah, let me take a good peek, Joe.
So you can make a medicine and brain attempt to bandage Joe's scrapes.
Okay, so let's see. Thankfully, I have +2 to medicine, so... Nice, that's going to be a 4 for a 6.
Nice, very nice. So, Joe, you are all bandaged up.
Fantastic.
You no longer... you no longer... Do you know... Yeah, you can mark off your disadvantage and you no longer have to subtract it from your rolls. Yay. Hooray.
Perfect.
Thanks, MJ.
Anybody else doing
I got you,
anything?
Joe.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can have MJ take a look at my my injury as well, my rolled ankle.
Come, Bonji. Come. So let's see. Yeah, this is pretty rolled, isn't it? Dang. Okay, let me work on this splint. Oh god. Well, I didn't do as well. That's gonna be a 2 for a 4.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry, Bonji.
I just love that that's like a thing now. Bonji.
Yeah, okay. Yes, I'd also flag MJ down to like
Help me.
help my finger that I cut down in the
My
storm.
finger. I heard it.
I think, well, please. And that baby.
That's gonna be... That's gonna be a 1 for a 3.
No.
It is so...
Well, you tried. You tried
Yeah.
really hard.
You did.
And that's nice that you did that.
Yeah.
And then injury you treat with bandages or a hot shower.
Yes. Unfortunately, running
Not
water
here.
is hard to come by these days.
Imagine breaking your arm and treating it with a
Take a
hot
shower.
Go good.
It's like playing a video game and like eating a whole chicken to gain health, you know?
Yeah.
Going in Skyrim and like
Same
opening
rules.
your menu mid battle to eat like 6
I've totally
six
paused.
wheels of cheese.
Yeah, I've totally paused to eat like every fish and cheese and like whatever I've got.
Or like Minecraft, you have the stick in your hand and you're just like nom 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 while you're fighting the thing.
Well, there were attempts to
Alright.
heal, and with limited success. It'd be like that sometimes.
I do.
All right.
Okay.
So you leave?
Yes. Once we're out of the lab, I'll get Robbie. I'll be like, hi Robbie, we've found the sample. So we're to rendezvous at Tumors Corner, correct? Over.
Yes. Glad you found it. Keep it safe. Guard it with your life. Yes, you are going to need to make it to, to Ross Hall specifically. Now, unfortunately, there is a big old blockade that is in between you and Ross Hall. There's a way around it. It's kind of a little risky. But I think it'll work if you follow my instructions very carefully.
Okay, go ahead. Over.
I need you to make your way to the southwest corner of the stadium.
Okay.
there is a passageway you can take within the stadium that will get you all the way around to the other side, and you can exit. You'll be on the other side of the blockade, and you'll be able to make your way to Ross Hall from there. But obviously, the stadium itself is a very, very dangerous place. So we're just gonna, we're gonna take it a step at a time, and I'm sure it will all work out.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Will we be able to contact you closer to the stadium, or will we out of range of it?
From here on, you should be good. I'm in the student center, currently hiding beneath a desk, but it's all good, and I should be able to talk to you the whole time.
Oh, I hate that so much. She's gonna get fucking got. We're not gonna get him. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't say that. I was out of character. Okay, great. Well, as we get closer to the stadium, we'll buzz back in.
And I should just check. Is everybody currently okay in your group?
Yeah, we're a few
think
people.
so.
Yeah.
Okay.
People are a little injured, but we're not,
Just gotta make sure, it's a dangerous world out there, and it's like really important that all of you guys make it. Yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah, for sure. We'll buzz back in by once we get close to the stadium. And in the meantime, I'll let your nervous energy not get to me. Thank you so much. Over.
All right, War Eagle. All right.
Okay.
So, make your way to the stadium.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh boy. So, what's at the is it just zombies galore? Is that it? Or
I mean, as you know it, the worst outbreak started at the stadium at the Iron Bowl. So, that's why it's so dangerous.
Right.
As far as you know, everybody in this stadium is turned, and they locked them all in there. So it's just like a cesspool of zombies.
Okay.
Yep.
Lovely.
Just been in there for 10 years, walking around.
For some people, that's like college,
For some people, that's the dream, walking around the Auburn football stadium
Just for 10 years, just walking around. Man, it's crazy.
That's funny.
It's wild.
Okay.
All right. So you guys start making your way there. Is there anything in particular you guys want to do or think about or talk about or whatever as you're heading that way? It probably takes about 45 minutes to walk to the stadium from the Raptor Center, so you've got a little bit of time to yourselves to do whatever.
Do we know anything about what the stadium is like now? Or I guess probably not, right? We've probably been mostly quarantined.
You have spent most of your time in the Willow Creek quarantine zone.
Okay.
Sometimes you have been sent out on supply runs, but most of that has not been towards campus because campus is typically deemed as too dangerous or a contentious area. There's a lot of different factions that kind of run the area these days, and campus has always been a heavily fought after area. So most of your supply runs would probably be more in the, Lochapoca, Notasolga area.
Okay. If we know it has a reputation for being dangerous, I'm probably just kind of keeping an eye out then for anyone moving around.
Do we have any drugs?
You do not have any drugs. Cool. Unfortunately. You did not take any drugs.
Or find any.
Yeah,
neither.
Maybe you will find some. Who knows? All right. So you move towards the stadium? Okay. As you approach the stadium, you see it. The blockade. Just walling off your view of the rest of campus is a very tall wall that has been constructed of overturned Tiger Transit buses.
Oh my god. No. God, what a sight.
Spray painted across them are the words "Roll Tide," "Fuck Auburn,"
Hot.
all of that stuff.
Typical.
Yeah.
Typical of a Bama fan.
Yeah. You understand now why Robbie's like, not easy to get through here.
Right.
But you do see that there's definitely an entrance at that southwest corner of the stadium that you could probably... if Robbie's words are to be believed, you can get in there.
Yeah. Do we see anything around it? Like any, zombos or people?
Give me a brain and observation roll.
Okay. Damn it. That's a 1 + 2. It's 3.
3.
Yeah.
I guess it's still dark. Y'all left the quarantine zone in the middle of the night. It took like an hour to get to the Raptor Center and an hour to get to the stadium from here. It's probably still dark out, so it's just hard to tell. And also, the closer you get to the stadium, the more you just hear this dull, just cacophony of moaning.
God.
That is the stadium. So, yeah. I would say at this point, though, you do hear like, hey, this is Robbie just checking in. How you guys doing?
Oh, hi, Robbie. Yeah, we are by the stadium. I do see what you mean. Yeah, that I never thought I'd see so many Tiger Transit buses over.
Just horrible, isn't it? Listen, if you can just pull out a little pad of paper, I'm just going to describe just a little bit of a map here for you. And I'm actually going to put this in Roll20. It is just your standard stadium map.
Cool.
Oh my god!
Heck yeah.
Yeah. So this little map here is pointing you to where it's the Tiger Walk Club entrance. It's a way for you to get in. So you're gonna get in at that Tiger Walk entrance down there in that corner, and then I need you to make your way to the women's bathroom in section 11. Okay, this is like very important. Okay, so you need to make your way to the women's bathroom in section 11. Okay, now once you get inside the stadium, I don't know what's in there. It's probably all bad. So just be vigilant, okay? If you don't believe in yourself, believe in Auburn, okay? I don't think you guys
I no longer believe in Auburn.
Once you get to the women's bathroom,
and then after that, over?
Yeah, once you get to the women's bathroom, there's gonna be a panel on the wall, and you're gonna need a screwdriver to open that up. Okay? Does anybody have anything of that? Oh, we got a code.
Nice.
Great.
Cool.
Perfect. Okay. And I'll talk you through the rest once we get there. Yeah. Does that work out? Cool. Perfect. Okay.
Hey guys.
No choice.
Screwdriver.
Fantastic. So do you head in?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is there any particular manner in which you are entering the stadium?
Sneakily.
Yeah.
Sneakily. Then why don't we get a group stealth check?
Oh boy.
No. Please.
7.
7. 0? How?
Yeah,
Because you have disadvantages.
Yeah, the disadvantage thing is brutal for a D6 system, and it.
Yeah. Oh shit. That means okay. That means
That
I
is
actually
tough.
rolled lower. Yeah. Okay, so I actually rolled this instead.
I rolled a 2, and I have
-1.
an injury
Same.
and exhaustion.
Okay, so Casey, what did you get?
I got a 5. Can I use an endurance to make it a 6? To help balance out?
Well, unless MJ got one, I don't think it'll matter.
Okay.
I got a 2.
Okay. So you guys, Joe, you're pretty stealthy. Casey, you're doing a decent job. But the rest of you guys, it's been a long night. Okay, you've got various scrapes and bruises, and you're also entering what is perhaps the most terrifying location in all of Auburn. So, yeah, you're just not as quiet as you would like to be. But you enter the stadium, and that dull roar of moaning is just louder as you enter, especially when you're like, you know, under where the seats are and stuff. It's sort of echoey because it's all like concrete and stuff. And as you guys are creeping, you hear the sound of somebody. You hear somebody saying, "Back, push him back."
Oh my god. Oh my god.
That's gotta be an echo.
It's gotta be. I thought echoes were like groaned though. Like, push him back. But
Way back.
But maybe not. I don't know. That's so weird. Okay, I thought it was okay. My first thought, because it wasn't a groan, I was like, oh my god, there's a spider. But then I was like, wait, no.
Years.
After 10 years, I don't know. Okay, I
That'd
don't
be
know.
pretty rough. Surviving 10 years.
How? How would they do that?
Lock
Actually.
themselves in the fridge with the Chick-fil-A sandwiches.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A sandwiches, soft pretzels.
Do those last 10 years?
I don't.
Hey,
Now you know what
Popcorn.
does last 10 years. The nachos and the cheese.
Oh,
Yeah.
That would make it.
That probably would.
That sort of
That's really
plasticky cheese.
oh yeah. Oh
Some
yeah.
radioactive
Ugh.
cheese.
Yeah.
Where is the push them back coming from?
We'll say that we'll say as you enter, it's we'll say it sounds like it's coming from like 13, 14.
Okay, can I ask, like, in my dealings the past 10 years of this apocalyptic world, about echoes? Like, do I know whether echoes are groaned like zombies would groan, or do they
Make-
just sound like people?
Like a brain roll.
Like a doppelganger situation. Brain. Okay.
Brains.
Okay. 4 + 1 is a 5. Well, -1 is a 4. Because I am thinking.
It's tough. Like, you know that, like, typically, zombies only really, like, maintain their echo for a couple of weeks.
Oh. Okay.
But at the same time, like,
right.
you don't know, like, you just don't have enough experience in areas like this to know if it could be something else or not.
Okay. God. Okay. Can I would say we just ignore that then? because we don't know what the vibes are. Wait, none of us have a screwdriver or a screwdriver.
Some of you do have a screwdriver.
We do.
See,
Two of us do.
unfortunately,
What?
you guys weren't super stealthy, so
Yeah.
the push 'em back does get louder as you guys are moving through, and eventually you do figure
the gun
out
out.
what's making this sound.
No.
It sounds very human at first,
Oh.
but the figure that turns around the corner is definitely a zombie. Not just any zombie. Decked out in full, like, male cheerleader garb, holding a microphone, baseball cap. This is the mic man. And he is saying, push him back, way back. And
No.
yeah, and he is joined by other zombies that are starting to approach. Actually, it seems like he has just called a lot of zombies.
Ah!
And now you realize that this is not just a normal zombie. So most zombies lose
Okay.
their echo after a couple
Right.
of weeks. There is a very specific type of zombie called a speaker that they're rare, but they retain their echoes. And they are dangerous because they can lure people to them, and they can also
my
call
God.
other zombies to them. So this speaker zombie has attracted a horde of 30 zombies, and they are all moving your way. What do you do?
We leave.
Can we leave and
Book it
come back later?
to the women's
Yeah.
bathroom.
Please.
We want to go to the
Get to
bathroom?
the
Oh,
women's
no.
bathroom.
Oh, come
Oh
on.
no,
Okay.
Veggie.
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
Oh,
let's see. I feel like this should be a roll of some kind, and I'm trying to think of what that would be.
God, this would be the worst video game ever. Just like trying to jam open this thing while you hear zombies. Oh my God.
Okay,
It's just amnesia.
let's have a series of checks.
Okay.
I love a good skill check challenge, okay? You were running to the women's bathroom, which is really close. It's only like a couple sections away. And I will put it up to you guys. You can choose whether you are using some reasoning for brains or some reasoning for bronze to try and race to this bathroom. You know, if you're using brawn, it could be like straight physical endurance sprinting. If you're using brains, you could be, I don't know, trying to throw things or, you know, disturb their path or find some weird way of getting there. I don't know. You can use your own creative methods. But yeah, whichever one, we'll do a group check. Remember, you can spend endurance to give yourself bonuses. You can also, if you fail, you can re-roll to try and succeed, but at a bit of a disadvantage. So, what are we all thinking?
I guess, yeah. Let's. I'll lay some obstacles.
I like it.
God, a D6 sucks, man. It just sucks. That's all it is. I mean, brains. That's a +1. Oh, nice. Okay, 5 for a 6. I'll take that.
Oh,
All right,
I'll
we
take
got a
that.
6 from MJ.
okay.
Benji, what are you doing?
I'm just fucking booking it, and
Fucking booking it.
I'm gonna spin an endurance and probably, yeah, well, fucking whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, that's a 0.
Oh no.
Oh,
Joe, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna be doing a brains roll. I'm gonna notice that if we cut along the inside of the stadium, closer to where like the actual vending would be,
Right.
it's kind of a tighter area. And if they try and follow us, they can't
Could be
all,
harder. Yeah,
go at once.
I like it.
Maybe.
I like the strat.
That's a 5 + 1 for a 6.
Nice. So we've got 2 successes. Casey.
Are there like some of those like stand-up kind of signs that I can try to use to block the path?
Oh,
for
sure.
A brain
for
roll.
Sure.
And then
stand-up signs, there's condiment stations, trash cans.
cool. Oh, condiments would be fun. Knock over some ketchup or something.
Love it.
Maybe they'll think it's blood. If I want to use the endurance to add to it, do I call that before?
Yes.
Okay, then I'll do that. Okay, 4 plus brains plus the endurance, so 6.
Nice. We have 3 successes. Claudia, what is your method?
I can't think of any other like brains related things. So then I'm like, okay, well then I guess I can just bronze it. I don't know. I'm
do
trying
what other people have done.
Okay.
Get some
I will.
mustard.
Yeah, she
I'll
did
do
ketchup.
mustard.
You could do mustard or relish.
I will do mustard. Okay. We're doing mustard. Okay, so mustard, that would be like the D6
Or the
plus the 1.
nacho cheese.
Yeah.
I'm gonna spend an endurance. And that way I can have like an actual +1 instead of a +1 -1.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, +1 to my roll. My God! I got a 1.
A 1.
2.
Well, the good news is we had 3 successes, which
That's
is a
true.
majority success. So
True.
I'd say you're able to just barely get away from this horde. You rush to the women's bathroom and close the door. Is there anything else you were like trying to do? I mean, they're definitely on the other side, so...
Are there things to reinforce this door? Like,
I'd say looking around, you see a like a janitor's like mop and bucket that are in the corner. You could maybe use the mop and I don't know, jam the
What were
door,
you
stick
saying,
it in the
Benji?
door.
Oh yeah, I was about to say the same thing. If there was something we could bar the door, or if there was something on like the door knob that I can break.
Ooh,
Like, use the bolt cutters to like break
yeah,
the knob mechanism.
yeah.
Is there a
Good
lock?
I don't think stadium bathrooms would be lockable from the inside. That would be a health or a safety concern.
yeah.
That's yeah, okay.
Step on the stone to lay a barricade.
Okay, yeah, you can barricade the door, and yeah, Benji, with your thinking, I'll say you can screw with the like door mechanism so that it's hard to open. All right,
Oh
so
my
you were
God.
trapped in this women's bathroom. You do see the panel on the wall that is screwed into place. I believe we had 2 people that said that they had a screwdriver. So Casey and Benji. Joe, do you also have one?
I do.
We'll say all 3 of you, with the power of teamwork, use your screwdriver, which I assume is one of your items in your pocket, which means you get a +1 endurance for using those items.
Thank God.
Yeah. Benji, you also see on the counter in the bathroom a single drug.
I'm gonna take that singular drug.
Just one
Gross.
singular drug.
Gross.
You unscrew this panel on the wall, and Bigler, describe what they see.
Yeah, you just see this rickety ladder going into the darkness, heading downward.
Wait, is this like a real thing?
This is a real thing.
Real thing.
It's
What
not
the
the actual location for it, but this is a real thing.
Insider
changed-
secrets.
We've changed
We've
the
changed
location for security reasons.
Yes.
Okay.
But it's real.
Oh my god. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's descend.
Yeah, you descend. Is there any like you just go down?
Do y'all have flashlights?
I have a lighter.
No.
But that's probably not going to go very far.
Yeah, I've got a lighter
Better
as well.
than nothing.
Okay, we got a couple people with a lighter, so that's something.
Okay. Are zombies dexterous enough to like use ladders? Like, do we need to
I would
worry
say
about
you know
stealing?
that most zombies can't really do complex tasks. So most zombies can't open doors and can't like climb over things. There are special zombies that can, but most of them can't.
Is this panel like in a stall where we could lock the bathroom door? So
It's
they have
not
another
in
thing?
a stall. It's like next to the sink, I think.
Okay.
Wild. Wild that exists.
I mean, can we do our best to prop the panel back up, even though we can't screw it back into the wall?
I think so. I think so.
Okay.
I think that would work out.
Sick.
Okay. So you replace the panel as best as you can and you climb down. You climb down to what is known as floor 0. You are under the stadium. It's like dark and it's basically like a dirt ground, right? Like super sketch, but it runs the whole stadium.
What do we hear?
Ooh.
Oh, it's just awful, honestly. I mean, it's just this cacophony of moans, you know, like
There's moans down here too?
I would say no. I'd say here it's a dull it's a dull roar of like within, like the other side of the seats and stuff. And most of it is just mindless moaning, but every once in a while you catch like what must be a speaker zombie, and you'll hear bada geta, or like, you know, go to hell, Alabama, and all sorts of stuff. Most of it is game day oriented for flavor and fun.
Understandable.
I was gonna ask something. It was something about dark. Hear the moans from far, far away.
I'm gonna text y'all a picture in the chat of what this looks like.
Oh
The
my
panel?
God.
Oh, floor 0.
Yeah, floor 0. I don't want to. Obviously, we don't want to show it like on here, but I'm gonna text y'all in the chat.
Right.
Much appreciated. Okay. Damn, what was I gonna ask? Okay. Alright. Is it like a hallway, like a very linear path we need to go?
It's I mean, you can always call Robbie.
Yeah, I was about to
it's
say.
not a hallway. It's like
It's just
dirt.
a
It's
sprawling-
dark and dirt and sketchy, and she's sending that pic. You'll see. It's super sketch looking.
Oh my god, I think, okay, now I remember what I was gonna say. It was not a question, it was just an observation. This feels like Disney,
Oh my God.
Disney World, where you go, they have the tunnels underneath the parks for all
Right.
the characters. Oh my god! Fuck that, bro!
Except it's
What?
not like Disney World. Also, let me show y'all the panel.
It is. Yeah,
I
it's
wish
not
this were
Disney World.
This looks like
Did you take these pictures? What?
I did.
Hmm?
This is like contraband. I should not have seen this.
this.
Did you
I
go
did
here
look like those
during
video
a game?
Friday.
No,
She went Friday.
We'll talk about it after.
Oh.
I don't want to.
So
I don't want to
funny.
say names on here.
Right.
There's the panel.
Okay,
What?
that's smaller than I thought it would be.
Okay.
Our
I-
panel had 4 screws. So that everybody got to use their screwdriver.
That is hilarious.
Okay.
Bro. Okay. Okay.
Oh my god.
So you're under
Wow.
the stadium.
All right, yeah. I will. I'll call Robbie. Hi, Robbie. We have made it down the hatch. It seems. but kind of, it's a little weird. I don't really know where to go from here. Any landmarks for us to find down here? Over?
Yeah. Well, I don't know about landmarks, but basically, you're gonna move north, and you're just gonna follow the curve of the stadium until you get to kind of that northeast corner, kind of somewhere in between, section 36 and 34, somewhere in there. That's where y'all are aiming for, because if you can exit the stadium at that corner, you should be on the other side of the barricade.
Do we see, is there somewhere where the sections are labeled under here? Or are we guessing?
Right.
We'll say you're guessing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sick. Okay.
But I mean, you can use your spatial awareness. You can compare where you are now to the map.
Okay.
And I mean, it's a stadium, so like you're gonna know when you're at the corner of it.
Okay, so second corner.
You know.
Cool.
Okay. Are we going up another ladder and then out, or are we exiting from this dark?
So,
place?
for reference, when we perform on the field, right, you end up on that lower level that, like, where you enter from, like, the Tiger Walk side, right?
Yeah.
Technically. That lower level, if you turn, leads to literally the picture that I took.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
Okay. Got it.
If you don't enter the stadium proper. So, like, it comes out on, like, walkways.
Yeah.
Technically.
Cool. Okay. Got it. Okay.
Cool.
All right, Robbie, we'll buzz back in if we need anything. Over.
All right.
Okay.
So you follow the stadium. Yeah. I'm gonna skip over some description here because we're using up our time. But you follow along the path and you start approaching that northeast corner. Why don't I get maybe like an observation, like a brain observation roll?
I can do that.
Yeah, go ahead, Casey.
Yeah, and
I'll aid Casey. So
that works.
Cool. Glad you aided me, because that's a 5 with all the added stuff.
Oh no. Do you want to take an injury to succeed?
Yeah.
Okay. So it is super dark, so it's hard to see everything. So you're able to find the pathway out, and you believe this is the correct corner. But because it's so dark, you definitely like stub your toe, just trying to work your way through all this darkness. But you do find that corner and are able to exit.
Okay. Yay!
Yay! So you guys make your way out of this stadium. You are on the other side of the barricade and need to make your way towards Ross Hall. You can go about this however you want. Let's see, what runs right there? Is that Thatch? Pretty much gets you all the way there.
Yeah, it's the Thatch Concourse, essentially.
Yeah.
Thatch Ave.
Yeah. So you could follow the Thatch Concourse, but you can take any sort of other winding road or route. It doesn't matter. You know your way around campus. So all you need to do is tell me what route you want to take.
Stadium's right there.
Yes. Bless you.
Thank you.
So just take Thatch.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Sure. Now, it's still dark, so you definitely have some cover of night, but it does seem like there is some amount of area on this side of the barricade that is controlled by Bama fans.
Oh my god.
You know, it wasn't just Auburn people that were at that game on that fateful day.
God.
There were a lot of Bama people tailgating, and they didn't have homes to go back to. They had their tailgating tents and nothing else. So,
Oh god.
is there a particular way in which you were following the Thatch concourse? Are we trying to be stealthy? Are we trying not to be?
I'd say let's be stealthy.
Yeah, let's make an attempt.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I will once again ask for a group stealth roll. Now, if there are any other things that we could, like, if you have any other creative ideas to perhaps benefit you in some way, to possibly gain some sort of extra, skill usage to this role, I am all ears.
I got nothing.
I mean, my only idea would be like, can we look for some Bama gear? I don't know if zombies will differentiate if we're alive or not.
But the Bama fans would.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Like, you see, when I say there's areas on this side of the barricade controlled by Bama fans, I don't mean Bama zombies. I mean Bama survivors.
Oh.
So, arguably, the most dangerous people in a zombie apocalypse are other survivors.
Yeah, other people.
Right. Yeah.
You don't know if they're cannibals or religious fanatics, or you don't know, you know? Some people become absolutely crazy when the world breaks down. So I like this I like this Bama gear idea though. I feel like you would easily be able to find like a couple like Bama gear clad skeletons and be able to take some of that. Yeah, I feel like you could definitely find that, or even like there should be. That's the thing. None of the stores here would be selling any Alabama stuff, so that's out of it. It's out of the question. But you could find some Bama gear off of some deceased individuals. So you can clad yourselves in some Bama gear. So let's do this group stealth check, and I'm gonna say everybody can add a +1 to their roll.
Okay.
Oh, please.
It's gonna be straight for me.
Okay.
And
5.
remember endurance. Remember.
How many endurances can you use at once?
You can always try to roll again and just take the negative. Yes, Benji.
I also had a question. Would Casey and I have gotten an extra endurance for using our lighters
Yes.
down under the thing?
Yes, you should have gotten extra endurance for using your lighters.
Thank you, Benji.
So I'm going to use that endurance to...
Cool. I'm gonna re-roll and use endurance if I have to.
I like it.
To try to cancel out the negative. I got a 6, so I'll use that endurance. Cancel it out.
Cool.
Wow.
Thank God, I got a 1 last time.
Okay, so MG got a 5, Casey got a 6,
I got a 5.
Benji got a 5, Joe got a 5, and then Claudia, you...
I got a 1.
A 1. Okay, it's a group success. You're able to majority succeed and sneak your way across campus. And as much as I would love to throw another zombie fight at you, it is 10:03. So we're going to wrap it up. You guys approach Ross Hall, and you are greeted by what looks like another plainsman. And he is flanked by two individuals in navy polos and khaki shorts that are walking backwards, and they're watching his 6. And you recognize these as student recruiters that famously always walk backwards when they give tours of campus. And the plainsman approaches you. Are you... You must be the people that Sully sent, right?
Oh.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Do you have it? Do you have the test tube?
Claudia
Yeah,
has
somebody
it.
has it.
Oh,
I think.
yeah, right. Yeah. I do have it.
One of
Yeah.
us has it, yes.
Yeah. So you see me, take it out and just like look at it, and hold it and then just relinquish it to
This individual. We'll say that this man's name is Jackson.
Jackson. Perfect. Yeah.
He looks at you. Thank you. You don't understand how important this is, and it's my understanding that there is an individual amongst you that is actually immune to the virus.
You mind telling us what it is?
Well, it's.
Oh.
I'm not gonna out them.
Oh.
Respect.
But with this, plus a blood sample from the immune person, we could craft a cure. It would be tremendous to develop such a thing. So I hope that they would come forward, but I don't want to. It has to be your choice. We'll just take, you know what? We'll just take blood samples from all of you, okay? How about we do that? So they'll take blood samples from all of you, so that your anonymity can, I don't know, be maintained.
HIPAA.
Yes, sure.
Or something.
HIPAA. Do you all allow your
We
blood
are
to be taken?
employees now, aren't we? They hired us for a
Potentially.
job.
Possibly. Do you all allow your blood to be taken?
Sure.
Sure. Okay. They take your blood sample. They have the Nova sample. And with that, you are cleared to enter the Friends of Abi hopeful territory, and can head to Tumor's Corner and get some good old lemonade with Sully and maybe eventually Robbie if he ever makes it out of the student center. All right, now I do have a question. So Claudia, you were our trader, and I did tell you that you could, be redeemed or choose to go against being a trader later in the game, which it seems like you decided to do that. So what was your character's thought process about making that decision?
I'll say I took the sample because I was like, all right, awesome. I'll make off with it, and it'll be grand. And I think what changed was just being in the stadium and that was the closest to because the zombies we dealt with have been not of that caliber of size and threats, and it just was so much dread. I feel and we got through it together.
Yeah. And
I wanted to go with the governed because I was okay, just survival at this point.
Right.
Morality doesn't exist anymore. We're done with that. But I got through that very harrowing experience together. And I was like, you know what? Maybe that's what it really is about here.
I like it.
So yeah.
I like it.
I very briefly thought about just bolting at the end, and I was like, nah, just I was like, I'll get shot. Let's not do that.
Where'd Claudia go?
Okay. Will the immune person raise their hand?
Why do you think I'm just gonna out myself? What?
I don't know, man.
I mean,
Just trying to give you a
fair.
nice story moment to like be like, it was I. That's
No, the
fine.
government's gonna like put me in a lab and do tests on me.
That is true. I can't.
They very well
entirely-
might. Who knows? It's interesting. So, like, the main factions are the governed and the hopefuls. And, of course, here, I dub them the Oak Society and the Friends of Abi. And it's interesting. The game that they sort of recommend you run definitely puts the hopefuls as, like, we're the good guys. They don't necessarily have to be the good guys. There are pros and cons to both sides. And the way it sort of gets outlined, as far as, like, how I took it, is hopefuls want to get back to how the world was before the zombie outbreak. They are extremely hopeful, possibly blinded by their hope of returning to normalcy. And I think we all know that when the world experiences something like this, you can't go back. Like, you could get close, but, like, you can't just, like, pretend it didn't happen. So, like, even if they do, you know, succeed and develop an antidote, it's not just like, boom, the world's fixed and this didn't happen anymore, you know? So they can be sort of blinded by their hopefulness or be a little naive in that sense. And then the governed, you know, they actually have quarantine zones where there are no zombies, but they've let a lot of other things slide so that they can maintain power. So that's like their, you know, downside. But yeah, very good job, guys.
Yay.
Lore was 10 out of 10. Oh
Yeah,
my
that
god.
Jesus.
Insane.
Oh,
student-
man.
The tour guide's watching the backs. It's so
I know that killed me.
Because
I need this to be a movie now.
I thought-
like yesterday.
it would be such a
It would
perfect,
be a dope movie.
This would be a perfect, like, movie or TV show. Like,
Yes.
honestly, just, I mean, because there's so many factions that, like, write themselves in a college campus. Like, you've got Greek life, you've got, like, you know, like, the nerdy, like, sort of engineers, you got the music majors, you know, you've got your professors, and then, like, rivals that are there. It all just sort of writes itself. And then there's all the crazy, like, you know, like, I don't know, tradition stuff that you do when you are, you know, going to the same college too. So it was very fun to put together. A big shout out to Dragonmouth Press for letting us look at the game early. We absolutely loved it and we can't wait for the full release.